The Weston Shield is proudly presented to you by Ria Money Transfer, money where you need it, and supported by Dream 11, HCL Software, Rado, La Junta de Andalucía, and Victorinox.
It's been called European cricket. It's come down Ria, so you've won the toss.
We'll be bowling first.
Okay, toss won by Europe. Who will bowl first?
What a sight it's been so far. We're at the end of day 2, final game. And it's been a mixed day for Asia and for Europe. Asia, they went 3-0 yesterday, got off to an absolute flying start on the European Cricket Network. First ball goes for a 6, all the way. Just a bit of width on offer there from Jeremy Martins. Yunus Ahmadzai says thank you very much. Doesn't really move his feet, doesn't have to. And we'll check that this goes for 6. By my eye it did. My eyes aren't quite failing me yet. It does go all the way. And he goes back to back. That one's even bigger. It's gone way up into the jungle. And that goes in a similar area, but DDC is just going to watch that sail over his head as Arav Shetty takes no time at all to get his first runs on the board. Slow ball. It's hit through the covers and it is going to go magical. It held up a bit in the puff of sand we saw coming out there, but it still goes for 4 runs. So that
to be back there. What's in the air? So Tees actually gets through the fielder. That's Mohamed Atif there, hovering around in front of square, and it's going to be 4 runs.
That's a lovely shot there from Ahmadzai. That's what you'd call a proper cricket shot, just a stand and deliver. Hamza Salim Dar, make that 3. Oh, is it going to go all the way, actually? Oh, it plugs and almost goes backwards, but the evidence is there.
Yeah, it's like the French Open where you can check their divot.
That one's flashed, didn't quite go where he wanted it to. Oh, and it's a great effort there by DDC on the boundary. It looked like he maybe got both hands to that.
Ahmadzai hits the ball so hard, in fact, he's going to get 4 more there.
At the moment. That one again is hit through the covers. There's another brilliant shot this time from Shetty at the start of the 3rd over, which has been bowled by Hamadi.
Well, that'll do. That's a little bit of a late dab for 6. Specialist position. It's in the air, and once again it's too fine for the deep 3rd. Well, I think they'll learn sooner rather than later that you got to have that
sausage is made, 100%. And that's kind of the case. As one, we know where that's made from, and that's right off the middle of the bat from Yunus Ahmadzai. That's not in the jungle, that's over the jungle. That's where you find it in England, at least. As Yunus Ahmadzai, he does get his half century. It's not quite with a Maximo, but he won't mind. That takes him to 52 off just the 13 deliveries. He's always got so used to scoring big runs on the European Network. It's only his 2nd day. Too late. You see the umpire put the lean in, and Ahmadzai's really leaned into that one. And there's a couple of fielders out there on the boundary, but they'll just watch it sail over their heads, over the floodlights. And that's a traditional shot, and the car is in real danger there. Oh, we need to have that on the replay because that went straight through. I lost it in the lights, but certainly someone who didn't lose it in the lights is Ahmadzai. It's not a record you want, and there's a big nick on that one. So the C word has been mentioned, but maybe we'll keep that one for another day because Yunus Ahmadzai does have to go left-handed Atif, and this first ball would have been a wide, but instead Shafiq says I'll hit it for 4 instead, and that takes Asia 11 to 95 off 1. Shafiq, he's really impressed with the bat, and he gets another go at him, but it's going to be even bigger this one.
Whoa.
That one's up in the air. I don't think it's got the distance on it, and it should be taken in the deep, and it is. Seamus out there, and he's really struggling with the lies. He's scowling, but he should have a smile on his face because he does take the catch. And that's the end of Furkan Shafiq. Okay, interesting.
But I'm going to trust the numbers right now. You can see Shetty trusting himself. It's funny, he has kind of strike starvation. Big numbers.
Wickets. Oh, meanwhile,
62,234. Oh, Have we got the hook?
Well, we said that Hassan Khan was threatening it yesterday, and he has got the hook.
Smog and Dusky.
Yeah. So that one's gone up in the air. It is going to go all the way. Luckily, that wasn't a bit straighter as it was. It would have threatened our equipment in here in the commentary tent, but it is going to go all the way. And that one's been cut away and cut really hardly. And Martins comes in for his final ball. And it's been chopped onto the stumps. Shetty, he goes unlucky there, as he was a bit early on that delivery. And gets back on it, but the ball just rolls onto the stumps. This one goes leg side, and it is going to go all the way. It didn't quite find the middle of the bat, but it definitely found the boundary. And wow, that's a lovely shot. Just a bit of width. Probably would have been another one that went for a wide had he left it, but instead he decides to send it into the jungle, and it's an uppercut for 6. That was a lovely shot.
Yes, Skandazufika. He gets launched leg side, it's up in the air. It's a long chase there. It's a great catch. A marvellous catch out there by Jeremy Martins. Well, we saw him do the splits earlier. Well, that time he does the risky business slide on both knees.
I think there might have even been a little undercut on that one, whereas that one has come right off the middle of the bat of Manan Ali. He's proving exactly why he got boosted into the game. That's going to be another 6 to the collection. Probably not quite where he wanted to hit it, but he won't mind because that's gone sailing over the rope. Somewhere near to the football pitches, I hope. And he's treated the stumps to an absolute splattering there. As Manan Ali goes, a cheeky little smile on the face of Khalid Abadi, and why not? He's got the 1-4-3 on his back, and he can certainly hit boundaries, and that one's gone all the way for a 6. Oh, and we've got a bit of everything there. In the end, it comes right off the edge of the bat, and it does go all the way. It was a low full toss. I think not enough height on it to be a no ball, as the umpires are very much not interested in staying out there for another delivery. Jeez. Whatever happened, it worked for Najib, and he got a 4 off the final delivery. He got his Asian 11.
Hello and welcome back to the Kartama Oval under lights. Well, time for a bit of moonlight cricket, and I think you'll enjoy the sonata here with the Asian team coming out, and they're defending 159. That was the score they put on the board. That's the equation for the bonus point split. Here we go with Sumon, and it's going to start with a ball that's hooked away. That's going to be 6. Maximo. Oh, that's good batting, actually. Just kind of wiggled inside the line there and rolled the wrist, took this off the hip for 4 more. That's up, it's in the air, and it's going to be gone. So, unfortunately for Zemus, it won't be a long stay at the crease. He doesn't even see out the first over. Mistimed that, trying to go over the top. And Europe are going to lose their first wicket. Paco Care in their former champions. Oh, in the air and caught. And it's just off the end of the bat, so Sherries cannot take a trick at the moment. He'll go for a duck. It's a simple catch for Anjula, the skipper. Fun day.
That's a lovely shot. Just cut viciously through point. And that one's just not quite been hit firmly. Well, it's not been hit out of the middle from Max O'Dowd, but having gone Spain's airspace on alert, if oh, that one needs to put the planes on alert as well, because that one's gone high, very, very far. Max O'Dowd, he's been scratching around a bit.
See what he can deal with here, and that is more like the Crows. That likes to get things moving.
So he gets a bit fancy now. It's coming towards us in the commentary box, but it's not going to go all the way. It's a 1 bounce 4. Crows goes back to back, and that's 3 boundaries in a row for the European side. He goes funky again, this time the other side, but the result is exactly the same. Another 1 bounce 4. And talking about good strike rate, Noah Cruz goes 4 in a row.
Is that Jolo, who is a good bowler? So, it's a good shot though, right off the banjo down. He timed the cover off that, didn't he? Max, he'll take 4 runs, 4 carreras.
There's not as many through buys or misfields, and there's nothing misfiring about that one. It's Noah Kroos now on strike as Max O'Dowd got the single to take him to the other end. And we get a bit funky, doesn't quite get a hold of it, might even plug. No, it's going to actually do the opposite. It takes a bounce and skips away to the boundary. That one goes straight. There is long off there, but he did well to stay out the way of that one as that clonks into the metal hoardings there. Another 6. That one's going to go high and towards the Microlina and over the boundary. Max O'Dowd, he moves to 25. Big Maximo there. And that's just a tennis shot as it's just slapped towards the camera operators who have been in for a bit of a peppering today. And luckily that one just went to the west of them. He goes again. And it's in the slippy zone and it's turned into the juggling zone. He takes a step forward there. Only enough to juggle it over the rope. It's another 6 runs.
Yeah, it doesn't pick it up. It's kind of light height, I can tell. And you can see it bounces off the hands and just loops over his Sumon.
There's nothing slow about that one as that's going into the fan zone. The DJ, he's got his big coat on. He's playing the tunes and almost the music stopped there as the ball went flying towards the vinyls. It's the back of the hand slower ball, but it's going to get the treatment from Max O'Dowd. He just moves to 1 away from his half century. And I think he's got it. That's going to go all the way, despite the despairing dive of Suman Khan. And it's a 50 for Max O'Dowd. It's 37 runs from the over because it started off with a wide. And the carnage continues here as that's right off the edge of Noah's bat. But it doesn't matter. It's still going to go all the way for 6.
With the comeback ball.
It's not much of a comeback because Noah Kroos goes big and he goes all the way once again.
This is a crazy run. It's a 54 run off 9 ball partnership, and it's 54 off the stick of Kroos as well. A 15 ball half century for him.
We're going to get 10 6s in a row. Not quite, but we'll take the 4. I'm sure Noah Kroos will as well. It's almost disappointing.
Look at that that last 10 balls there. Did you see that?
There's another 6. We were getting a bit bored of not having a 6, so there's one into the fan zone. The European fans are dancing there. Look at them go. They are loving what they are seeing. It's late night here at Cartama, but the party is just starting. And that might even be one of the best shots we've seen. It's only a 4, but that was a lovely shot. Kind of calls the bluff, but there's a chance here for 2 fielders and it will be taken out in the deep. It's Hassan Khan, the man who got retired out in the batting innings. He comes back and takes a smart catch.
Here's a Freedy. Tries to finish things off, although this is high in the air. It's another catching opportunity and it's been taken. So it'll be a golden duck for a Freedy. And Patel's on a hat-trick. You called it too little too late. Perhaps, maybe not, who knows. Patel for a hat-trick.
There's an appeal, but
Good appeal.
Yeah, he was going to appeal before the ball was even bowled.
That's the rules.
Those are the
appeal
rules.
On a hat trick.
But umpire Steph, he decides to apply the laws of cricket instead, not out. And it's double jeopardy there because instead of getting the hat trick, the next ball goes all the way for 6.
It's Araf Shetty getting a ball. And he is going to go for 6 for his ball. This could be an early night now. Maximo. This could be the last ball of the night. 2 to win.
And it is going to be the last ball of the night because Jeremy Martins, he's only been in there 5 deliveries, but that's been enough to see his team over the line. 19 not out for Jeremy Martins. Celebrations all round. And Max O'Dowd, big smile on his face. Welcome to the party, Max, after he had a slow start yesterday, but he's led his team to victory here with 56 of just 18 deliveries. And Europe have come roaring back here.